Just landed down here at Hewlett RV Brokers, 2,915 pounds J-Flight 195 RB. Either singles or couples camper, good storage for a little camper, rear bathroom, walk around front bed. And as we go through, you're going to see this thing is very well kept. Folks really took care of it. I don't think they were new to camping. I think they intended on, I think this was like a downsize, and they just kind of hit the point. They weren't camping much anymore. I think they kind of hit the age where doing it all was just getting to be a bit much, and they probably could have done it for another couple of years, but I think they just said, I think our adventuring's done, hon. I think that's kind of where they're at. So front walk around bed up here, very handy for one person or great for a couple so that you don't got to crawl over each other at night. Cross breeze windows here on either side of the bed, but you can see, nice thing on the J-Flights, they give us the kind of blackout shades on all of the windows, including the front viewing window. Hanging storage on both sides with a nice full overhead shelf above. These are really perfect if you have those little cube organizer jobs. You can throw a couple up there. You can actually put a surprising amount of storage in, and this is impressively CPAP friendly for a little trailer that, you know, normally small campers are not well known for things like that. And despite the fact that this is a smaller, more basic, well, literally the most basic member of the entire Jayco family of trailers, you still have pocket screwed cabinetry and hardwood cabinet door frames. There's storage all the way under that dinette. It also can fold down into a small sleeper, but note the little set of power outlets down there. Real handy for things like a coffee maker. Helps you keep the kitchen counter space open too. Good door side viewing window right there as well. Plus, of course, our main entry door, which is currently obscured by this huge closet door. You know, you could just leave that open, get some screen space going on. But this back here, this and the pantry that we're about to see in the kitchen area are easily the two biggest chunks of storage in this whole camper. If you had some, you know, if you had some cube organizers or something, if you wanted to, you could really go crazy in there. And it smells like pina coladas in here, which on a hot summer day like this, tell you what, a nice little refreshing pina colada kind of thing sounds pretty darn good. 8,000 BTU side mount air right above the TV hookups will keep this thing plenty cold. It's a little trailer. You can put a full-size roof air on them like Wolf Pup does down at Hewlett RV and a lot of other brands, but you don't need all that. And our furnace right there, right below the stovetop, non-centralized, but once again, you don't need a central furnace in a small camper like this. It'll heat this box up, absolutely no sweat. Now, when we get up on the roof outside, you'll actually see, but you can peek at it in here, there are roof vent covers over both this kind of skylight heat vent here in the kitchen, as well as here in the bathroom. So you can always get some pretty good light and airflow going on, even if you don't have all the lights on. And that mirror right there in the bathroom is really just a great addition to this little room because it makes it look and feel, well, not little. See, a big chunk of storage below the bed, and you can access that from inside if you're so inclined. And what would go down in there normally would be this little box. Since previous owners done camping, they didn't need things like their wheel chocks and leveling blocks anymore. You see the power awning open over here. That does have LED lighting on it, by the way. And there is a tilt adjust on this awning for a little bit of rainy day runoff. Although, folks, if it's going to be raining, if it's going to be windy, it's a power awning. Just push the button and roll the awning away. I see that on user forums all the time. People say, you know, how windy does it have to be? Just don't even tempt fate. It takes one gust to ruin your weekend and cost thousands of dollars of damage. Not to mention, you know, the time it takes to wait for the insurance company to approve everything and get it diagnosed at the shop. It's a steep price to pay for just pushing the button and rolling the awning up. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Power tongue jack over here. And you see the hitching saddles. Looks like maybe an R3 hitch system on this. I don't see the remainder of the hitch included around. It's possible the previous owner intends the hitch to go with it. It's possible they don't, and those saddles may be removed when you come to see the camper. I tend to jump on this stuff as soon as it lands, so sometimes some of those things haven't taken place. I do want to point out the tinted windows. And little campers like this, it's maybe a 50-50 feature. It keeps a lot of sunshine out of there. And this was one of the first years that Jayco started offering the Goodyear Endurance radials on these little guys with a galvanized, technically a different thing, wheel well here. So God forbid that radial still picks up some debris and gives up the ghost. It gives you at least a fighting chance to get down from highway speeds to get that thing changed at, you know, little or minimal damage. Little mud dauber screens on the furnace and water heater exhaust. Those are, again, good indicators of somebody who knew an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Kind of like the Max Air vent covers that you see peeking up over that walkable roof line right now. And this was built during the first series of J Smart lighting available on the J Flight SLX travel trailers like we're looking at right here. It was added, then it was phased out, and now it's back. But what that means, if you're not familiar with it, you see those upper clearance lights, how there's like double. Well, if you flip on your right-hand turn blinker, instead of just the tail light blinking, it will actually make all of the lights along the side of the trailer and that extra upper clearance light blink with you. And the J Smart stands for signals, markers, and reverse travel. This big white element right there, that is it's a reverse light. You shift in reverse, it'll light up just like your vehicle would. And never mind how I got up here. It's OSHA approved as far as anybody knows, but a good look at the roof membrane. It's all in good shape. You see the Max Air vent covers. And something else I saw that I thought was really encouraging, no older than this camper was, you can already see the previous owner was just double checking and putting some spot sealing on it. This has been very proactively kept by somebody who knows what they're doing. They're just done doing it. And there you have it. If you need anything else, you give us a call. Haylett RV Brokers. We do it all. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, RV delivery, and everything in between. So take care. Stay safe. Have fun. And happy Haylett camping, everyone.